It's a grand stadium, this. Good capacity and good structure to go with the capacity. Biggest field in. Rahman coming on to ball to finish the over. That's gone fine, and 4. Still fighting it out, Naseem Shah.
That's beautifully done by Naseem Shah, using the pace of Abdul Rahman. Was slightly short, cross seamer. Now bounce out here the off stump, and he just helps it through offside. Looks like outside edge, but I tell you what, he did use that pace and made sure third man had no chance.
Pakistan will have to fall back on their pace. The pace is brilliant. And somehow they've got to create some magic from fast bowling. 8 down for 184.
So 6 overs left, 184 for 8. Rule 1 is to try and make the most of each and every over available of the 50. Well, that rests on the shoulders of Shadab Khan. 31 from 42 he's got. Needs the rest to stay with him as well. It's Faruqi again. 1 for 40 his figures so far. A little miscommunication between the batsmen, but no run. So the question is still there to be answered. What is a good score? What's enough here for Pakistan?
Given the state of the pitch and the bowlers Pakistan have, I think this is already a good total, fighting total on the board. And this partnership of 21 is quite a handy partnership. And the main contributor has been Naseem Shah. So if they can use those 6 remaining overs and get the score to over 200, they feel they have a strong chance.
Wide called, that was short and high, surprisingly high actually. So wide called, extra ball, extra run. They say in many places, every little bit helps. A signal straight away from square leg umpire.
And add to that, the threatening spin attack of Afghanistan is bowled out. So now it's only pace, and Pakistan can pile up a few more runs from here. They've done it so well. They stayed together, made sure that they play all the 50 overs, and that'll do a lot of good to them.
Fidai, what's your feeling though about the possible response from Afghanistan with the bat? I know this is all speculation at this stage.
I think they'll feel comfortable enough chasing anything under 220 and even 250 to say, which doesn't seem very probable from here. But I think they'll be very happy the way they have kept Pakistan at this stage to only 187.
This is good batting from Shadab. Just nudged the ball into the gap and ran hard. Yeah, on a pitch like this, as a batsman, you have to employ softer skills. And when you talk about Afghanistani batters, and especially of Gurbaz, he likes to take on the bowlers. He likes to play those expensive strokes. But here, as a batsman, you have to come out with a measured approach.
Maybe. I mean, the new ball is quite often the better time to be batting, unless you have what happened to Pakistan at the start of the day. That's helped up and over safely enough, just for 1. I mean, the Pakistan problem, the big Pakistan problem right at the start of the day, he was losing 2 important players in the first couple of overs. Sets a very different tone for the day. If you have an opening partnership that gets going, as I say, if the ball comes onto the bat when it's new enough to make shot making a little bit easier, then you change the whole dynamic. So that's going to be really interesting. And we got, obviously, Pakistan has some seriously good new ball bowlers. Shaheen Shah Afridi, the best, top 2 or 3 in the world, depending who you speak to and where you are at the time. And probably in this context, top of the world.
Yeah, and talking about this venue under lights, we've seen it so often. The ball does swing in the air for the faster bowlers, and especially the new ball. And that is going to challenge the Afghan batters, who mainly are the aggressors.
Well, it's always interesting, isn't it? The first game, even of just a 3-match series, everyone looking for brownie points, everyone looking for the early advantage. Pitch thrown into the equation, which has, in a sense, dominated the way the game has gone. No! So runs have not been free-flowing at any stage of this innings. 45 overs gone, 189 for 8.
Mom! Mom, I thought you said you were going to play with me. Mom, help me. Please, you didn't see this trick I can do. Mom, look.
Everybody deserves to be able to use a toilet!
Raising children means you need support. Kiziks are the truly hands-free shoe that can handle anything mothering throws at you.
Where did you get that chainsaw?
Amazon?
Oh, it's time to upgrade to the original hands-free smart shoe. Free shipping, free returns, free the whales. Can get your own Kiziks today.
Of course, has its differences. Pakistan defending an unbeaten record in ODIs against Afghanistan. Afghanistan desperate and very, very keen to break that duck.
Absolutely spot on, and I can't tell you, I mean, how excited Afghanistan was beating Pakistan in the T20 International Bilateral Series. So getting that monkey off the back, it's always a nice feeling. Every time it's been a crunch game, they've come very close, but haven't really been able to close it. And if there is any opportunity, it seems like this might be the one. And looking at the fact that the spinners really were handy, the captain Hashmatullah Shahidi decides to bring the part-time leg spinner Rahmat Shah Zurmati to try and over and see if he can get something off the wicket.
You're talking about the monkeys. There are plenty here in Sri Lanka.
Yeah, but in the national park, you've got to get the elephant off your back, all right?
I remember I was in Palekele, Kandy, and they used to come and snatch bananas at the breakfast, and they just run away with that. They had guards guarding the fruits over there.
Yeah, you're too friendly. Too friendly.
Right, part-time leg spin as described. And the first one is down the leg side, so we have an extra run, we have an extra ball for the wide. But it's an interesting move, really interesting move. It's on a length, on a line, just pushed away for the one. You're right, spin has been the dominant force so far today and will play a part later as well. And when you see someone you probably haven't seen bowl before, the first couple of balls are all part of the exploration. What can he do? Is he going to land it? Where's he going to go? How is it going to come out of the hand?
Yeah, we have spoken about the spinners, how well they have exploited the conditions. But talking about the Pakistani bowling lineup, they've got about 4 spinners. It's been referred, there was a chance of a run out.
Yes, this is rather half-hearted stuff, I think, and probably rightly so.
The
simple story is you just want to make sure that nothing strange has happened. So it's easy to refer. Well, let's listen to the third umpire.
Roll it. Batter has made his ground before the ball has break the wicket. I'm satisfied. My decision for the big screen is not out. Repeat.
Now, just a word in people's ears here. The protocol is normally that if you have a referral, you wait until the not-out decision is shown on the screen. But everyone knew it on we got. So the ball was almost, well, was bowled before the decision was actually fully communicated. That's another quick single. It's well run. It's well fielded. We're going to have to ask the question again. Let's see what it's, again, we'll go through the protocol. We'll go through the whole system, see if they get the not out sign up
we have an
in
umpire
time
referral
this
for
time.
run out at the wicketkeeper end. Can I have your best side on replay, please? Wicketkeeper has collected the ball, and before he breaks the wickets, batter has made his ground. Yes, my decision for the big screen is
연지우는?
연지?
Yeah, this will be confirmed any moment now. It's yet again, so 2 in a row. Reviewed by the umpires, referred by the umpires, and both not out. Both times the bat has been plonked
मेरी आवाज
the
आ
right
रही है
side of the
प्लीज
crease
बेटा
before the bails have come off.
It's quite understandable why the Afghan bowlers are rushing through, because they have to finish the allotted overs by 6:30. But still, protocols need to be followed.
Not been a bad over in the end. The wide to start with, yep. Since then 1-1.11.
Well, I think he's done a decent job. The fact that in 4 years he's only bowled 1 over and then coming in to bowl another, he's done a decent job.
He's not going to be tired, is he? Has a job batting at what, number 3 today? That's still to come. So 6 from the over, 195 for 8. And I understand the reasoning totally, because that little bit of pace you get from the quicker bowlers sometimes invites the boundary. If you get a slight bit of width, whatever it might be, boundaries are on with the spinner. And he managed to get it, apart from that first ball, managed to get it straight enough. All the options slightly limited. So we're nearing the 200 mark, which will feel better for Pakistan. Still got 4 overs to go, but 195 for 8 now. Partnership
रन भी
32.
बहुत कम है और भी बहुत
So
तेज
still
रहते
to
हैं,
bat,
out भी बहुत
Harris
हुआ है।
Ralph. So
पाकिस्तान
the
का
key
चांस तो
is
नहीं दिख रहा
Shadab Khan. Naseem Shah has kept in company so far.
तसीम शाह अच्छा
And
खेल रहा
at
है
that stage
टिका
of the
रहेगा।
innings, a partnership of 32 counts as very, very handy indeed.
विकेट रोक के रखी हुई है नसीम शाह ने।
What I liked about this partnership between these two of 32, they haven't been thinking about boundaries. They've been nudging the ball into the gaps. They're making sure the scoreboard is ticking.
What I'd call pragmatic rather more than dramatic,
सिंगल ले लिया।
but effective.
Well, I like that, absolutely. Game awareness, understanding the situation, knowing what is required, not to give away your wicket. You do not have many left, so why not play 50 overs? And any run that you get is going to be very vital at this stage of the game.
Both these
एक तो यार पूरा
need to
YouTube
bowl
पे तो
20
मैं लाइव
overs,
स्ट्रीमिंग कर रहा
and they
हूँ।
must have been conferring with
मेरी
each other
देख
that,
रही
okay,
हैं।
let's get some runs. That will help our cause. And so far, they've been able to gather 33 runs from 48 deliveries. That's good going
बाकी सब
on a
कर
pitch
रहे हैं
like
उनकी लाइव
this.
टीम में पता नहीं क्या क्या चल रहा है।
And this is so far the third joint good partnership that we've
इसमें तो
seen
ऐड
after
भी नहीं आ
50,
रहा है।
40 and now the 33. So this has really been a very crucial partnership, because at one stage Pakistan were 163 for 8, and after that, ever since, they've stayed there out in the middle, and they've given Pakistan an outside chance. They can certainly rely on their bowlers in the kind of attack Pakistan has. They'll really feel that they still are in.
This is well bowled. Just get that in straight away. That is beautifully bowled. The proper Yorker dug out well actually by Naseem Shah. Again, straight pace off the ball this time. Scampered single. I mean, the thing about any team, a team like Pakistan with stellar batting, which has not been at its best today, but you have a bowling attack that gets you out of trouble. That's why they will go back into the rooms at the end of this innings and say, right, we're in this game. It all now depends how we bowl. For Afghanistan, again, the thinking will be to try and counter that, set plans to deny early wickets, that sort of thing, and keep themselves in the game in the bat. So it's still all to play for. Faruqi is doing well here, is giving, so far, dare I say it, no width at all. Now that's interesting. That is interesting. Shadab looked to be in a very comfortable position. The throw comes in, maybe slightly surprisingly, the throw comes in, but we need to have a look at this.
Rolling. Freeze it there as the base wicket is broken. I'm satisfied. Well, just from nowhere, absolutely nowhere. Shadab's so vital to these last few overs. Just a moment of casualness. Mujib with the throw, spotted the opportunity. The throw was absolutely spot on. Shadab has played really well for those 39 from 50, but Pakistan really needed and wanted him to stay these last few overs. He's got to go. It's now 9 down for 198. .4 overs gone. So still time left in this Pakistan innings, but just the 1 wicket left for Afghanistan to claim, and claim the bragging rights so far as Haris Rauf comes to the crease. Now this is interesting. The in his ground goes off again. Oh, we've got to turn round, and the throw spot on. So even at that stage, Shadab is pretending or thinking, have I made it back? But then I think it dawns. Good bouncer. Ducked under. Clever thinking, or clever fielding anyway, accurate fielding from Mujib. Shadab's so keen to come back for the second, and he's gone just too far.
Yeah, he dropped a couple of return catches, but he has kind of redeemed himself. Mujib, that was a flat throw, and he found the target.
Sigh of relief, and look at him, how happy he looks, because he dropped Shadab of 24 of his own bowling, and then to be able to get him run out in that passion, thank you very much, I'll take it.
Well, yes. I mean, I think he does need to work on his fielding, that is for sure. It's 200 now. The 200 is up, which psychologically just helps that little bit for Pakistan. Yes, you can redeem yourself in the field, but I think it's safe to say that Mujib today will have to think about his catching skills and awareness. Once the ball's in his hand, he's okay, both as a bowler and as a run-out specialist, it seems.
And he leaked a couple of boundaries as well. He hasn't been that fleet-footed in the field.
47 overs done. Stumps have been hit again, but we won't need to review this one. 201 for 9. Glorious skies in the distance here in the National Park, Ulawalawe National Park. Sun has bidden us farewell. Skies darken and the lights illuminate. Right, 3 overs. Pakistan need to try and see through these 3 overs with their last wicket pair. Here we go again with Ramat. Whoa, 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 just watch where it goes. Oh, he's given it. No, well, that's worth a review. I have to say, instinctively, that is worth a review for all sorts of reasons. And the primary one is that it might not be hitting the stumps, but we will review it and see what the verdict is.
TV umpire to director, we have a player review for LBW. On-field decision is out. I'll check the front foot. It's a fair delivery. Let's start with front on camera angle first, please. Ball passes close to the bat. Can I have authorized to check if there is any bat involved? Keep rolling. Flat line as the ball passes the bat. Satisfied, no bat involved. Can I have ball tracking whenever it is ready? Pitching in line. Impact umpire's call. Impact in line. Wickets umpire's call. Satisfied. I'm going back to the on-field umpire. Durrani, stay with your decision. I'll let you know. You are on screen now. Make the signal.
Spot on. Finger goes up for the second time to signal the end of Pakistan's innings. 201 all out it is. And it is the first time that Afghanistan have bowled out Pakistan in a one-day international innings. So that is a fillip for Afghanistan. They've had a good day in the field overall. 1 or 2 mistakes here and there. Yep. But to bowl Pakistan out is a good achievement. Gives them every chance of taking this first game if they can now bat in the same sort of spirit or with the same sort of spirit. But for Afghanistan, they will walk off this field now feeling pretty happy with the way things have gone. And again here the decision, umpires called justifying the original decision of out. And that was that.
Yeah, it's quite alarming for Pakistan. All out in 50 overs. On a sluggish pitch. Yeah, there was a different demand for the batsmen, but Pakistani batters failed to do so. The only person who carried the sunshine for Pakistan was Imamul Haq, who scored 61, and small contributions from Iftikhar Shadab helped Pakistan to get to 200.
Absolutely. Pakistan have not been able to put together a total that they will have fancied at the start of the innings. There were only fewer partnership. The one between Imamul Haq and Iftikhar has been the promising one of 50 runs, and after that it has all been
अभी ऐड वगैरह आ रहे हैं जिसकी वजह से थोड़ी स्टॉप कीजिए, थोड़ी देर बाद स्टार्ट होगी। हाय हफीज़, हाय ये कैसे हो, ठीक हो? जल्दी जा। अभी मैं अब कुछ ही देर बाद स्टार्ट करता हूँ लाइव स्ट्रीम, कुछ ही देर बाद, 10 मिनट और बस। हाय हफीज़, हेलो हेलो हफीज़, हफीज़ हफीज़ मेरी आवाज़ आ रही है? हफीज़ तू आ गया? आवाज़ आ रही है मेरी? कैसे बन रही आवाज़ शाहरुख? 5 मिनट के बाद स्टार्ट हो जाएगी।
नहीं है मगर हमने आँखों से देखा नहीं है मगर हमने आँखों से देखा नहीं है मगर 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 मगर हमने आँखों से देखा नहीं है मगर
चेहरे से तेरे और शब की रान
मगर हमने आँखों से देखा नहीं है मगर
चेहरे से तेरे और शाह कंजुल करमी मौलन निआमी الأمم لشريعته نعمت کا خزینہ ہے مولا گنجینہ رحمت ہے آقا ہادی ہے تمامی امت کے اور رہنما ہے شریعت کے اللہ 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 سعت الشجر نتقى الحجر شق القمر بعشاغته انگلی کے اشارے پیڑ چلے حجاز سے پتھر بول اٹھے اور چاند ہوا ہے دو ٹکڑے انگشت کے ایک اشارے سے اللہ 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 جبریل عطا لیلۃ أسرى والرب دعا فلحا
لأجاريهم قلدت ظاهر ما فيهم فبدوت شخصا آخر كي أتفاخر وظننت أنا أني بذلك حزت غنى فوجدت أني خاسر فتلك مظاهر لا 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 نحتاج المال كي نزداد جمالا جوهرنا هنا في القلب تلالا لا نرضي الناس بما لا نرضاه لنا حالا ذاك
बच्चों का खेलना कूदना पढ़ना फ्यूल होता है उनकी टमी से
جمالنا يسمو
शहर का नूर बन जाओ उजाले की तरफ आओ शहर का नूर बन जाओ उजाले की तरफ आओ अंधेरों से निकल जाओ उजाले की तरफ आओ अंधेरों से निकल जाओ उजाले की तरफ आओ बया अंधेरा लाख रोशन हो, अंधेरा फिर अंधेरा है, न दर दर ठोकरे खाओ, उजाले की तरफ आओ। शहर का नूर बन जाओ, उजाले की तरफ आओ। शहर का नूर बन जाओ, उजाले की तरफ आओ। अंधेरों से निकल जाओ, उजाले की तरफ आओ। अंधेरों से निकल जाओ, उजाले की तरफ आओ। घनी तारीकियों का अब न जादू चलने वाला है, शबिस्ताने अदावत में मोहब्बत का उजाला है। हिरा का नूर लेकर आगे आगे कमली वाला है, सफीरे नूर बन जाओ, उजाले की तरफ आओ। शहर का नूर बन जाओ, उजाले की तरफ आओ। शहर का नूर बन जाओ, उजाले की तरफ आओ। अंधेरों से निकल जाओ, उजाले की तरफ आओ। अंधेरों से निकल जाओ, उजाले की तरफ आओ। पलंगों से कहो गुजरा जमाना गोसफंदी का, मिला है दर्स हमको मुस्तफा से दर्दमंदी का। जमाना मुंतजिर है फिर नई शिराज़बंदी का, चलो तैयार हो जाओ, उजाले की तरफ आओ। शहर का नूर बन जाओ, उजाले की तरफ आओ। शहर का नूर बन जाओ, उजाले की तरफ आओ। अंधेरों से निकल जाओ, उजाले की तरफ आओ। अंधेरों से निकल जाओ, उजाले की तरफ आओ। बगावत छोड़ दो, रहमान की रहमत में आ जाओ। शफीए है की तरफ आओ। अंधेरों से
मैच अभी तक शुरू नहीं हुआ, अभी 8 मैच चल रहा है, बीच में नई टीम की बैटिंग शुरू होनी है ना, उसके लिए। जब मैच शुरू होगा तब नई लाइव स्ट्रीम करूँगा, अभी बंद कर रहा हूँ लाइव स्ट्रीम।